When you turn in the train to catch mission, you get locked out of sanctuary for a while. So I always like to finish up whatever side missions I have, spend my iridium, update my backpack from the virtual armory, and anything else that needs doing that requires being in sanctuary to do it. So this first side mission is back to the tundra, and it's called Mine All Mine. It's just shooting a bunch of little rats and things. There's no farming here. The only challenge that comes up is when you turn the wheel to get all the little rats to come out again, like we're right there. And once you kill them, this will be the third one that we've done, and that will complete a challenge. You know, there's something I don't show all the time, but I should probably explain, is that every time I level up, or then the first opportunity I get, I go back to Sanctuary and use Claptrap's secret stash to get the best new gear for my level from my armory characters who I've shown before, and send back the gear that the new gear replaces. And so if you see me use a new weapon and wonder where it comes from, that's probably it. I rarely pick up anything anymore. That wheel light was green. After you've killed all the bandits, you can always, or rats in this case, you can always go back and turn that wheel and have some more come out. All you get for it is whatever XP comes from killing them, and right now we're not getting much XP, so I wouldn't bother. Now this is the way to the upper level. I've never been injured by these pile drivers, so I don't know if they can hurt you or not. They look scary. Prospector Zeke is another named enemy who does not drop a legendary. So there's nothing to farm in this little mission. Even though we got this mission in Sanctuary, it gets turned into Tina here in the tundra, which we're getting ready to do. And that gives her a chance to give us another couple of missions, which we will also be doing. This mission is called the Pretty Good Train Robbery. And it takes place in a nearby bandit camp. I wasn't paying close enough attention and thought this was a loot box, and it turned out to be a slot machine. I don't play those out in the wild like that because there's no place to put any weapons that you win. You can't sell them. About all you can do is junk up your backpack with them or throw them on the ground. It's just not worth the trouble. But the second box was a loot box, so there was that. We set an explosive here that will jam the gate or close the gate, and then we call for a train to come bring supplies, and that explosive we just set off will cause it to have to stop right here where we can rob it. Not just any train, it's the payroll train. These trains must be automated because no guards or soldiers ever come out to see what the heck's going on. So we turn the wheel. I said before we were done with that challenge, but apparently I was mistaken. You can see on the HUD that we got a bunch of bandits that came out. I don't like to get in the middle of that because they come out these doors and then you find yourself surrounded, so I contribute what grenades I can and then watch Death Trap do his thing. That one last red dot, reason you don't see him anywhere is he's on the next level down. I actually think that is the end of that challenge now, but I didn't see a challenge complete sign come out, so somebody's falling down on the job there. So now we have completed that mission and we're on to arrange a party for Tina. And the first part will be to go up to where Madame von Bartlesley, or whatever her name is, lives up on the mesa up there. And there's also a challenge. She's a giant bloatfly or something. And there's a challenge in which you try to kill her without getting injured by her. Because our level is up and we've got first-rate equipment, this shouldn't be a problem. You can see there that we got a check mark for that positive reinforcements, which is the turning the wheel and bringing out the bad guys. I'm wearing a B shield, which not only has a tremendously high uh, recharge, but it amplifies the damage your shots do whenever your shield is recharged. So we got the challenge, and we were going to do some farming for that baby maker that we just picked up, but since she's already dropped it, all I can say is go back to the entry to the tundra where we first entered here, which is just right around the corner, and establish that fast travel machine as your spawning point, and then just run over here. You have to run through the little field of orchid that we started off killing. And keep repeating this till you get a drop. And what I was looking around for is we're supposed to be picking up these buzzard parts, which the helicopters drop, the buzzards drop whenever you shoot one of them down. But they drop them all over the place, so you always have to come down here to get them. So now I'm on my way to get Princess Fluffy Butt. And she is at that little shack that's just down the hill from where we were when we did Madame von Bartels and whatever. There it is in the distance. This is what happens when you deal with a 13-year-old. You have to spend time playing with dolls. The next part of this mission is to go to the nearby bandit camp and get the guest of honor, who's named Fleshstick. So you're going to have to kill all the other bandits, but you don't want to kill him, which means you don't do what I do and just release Death Trap, because he's straight away going to go kill him, and then the mission fails. Yeah, thanks a lot. So I'll go ahead and kill the rest of these guys, and then I'll have to go get the mission again from Tina and come back over here. That box wouldn't open because it's embedded in the wall. Little problem with physics here. The reason I picked up this harmless little pistol is that in order to get the fish stick to follow us, you have to lure him by taking a few pot shots at him, just like we did early on in the tundra with the Varkid. So you want a fairly mild weapon to do that with. And I just got this one out of that chest. There he is. Okay, so we take a couple of shots. And usually, you know, he'll come after you, but usually when you get about right over here, he'll give up, and then you got to take a couple of more shots, and then he'll follow you the rest of the way. And then Tina's little device there will suck him up and the ceiling and deposit him at the table, I believe. Now we change back to our big boy gear because before the dinner party can get started, hordes of bandits from somewhere, like we didn't kill them all, are going to come rushing in to save Mr. Flesh Stick, and we have to kill them. With the armory weapons we have here, like the Kerr blaster, this isn't too difficult. You watch the red dots on the hood and go after them before they get close. But I've had one or two sneak by me, so I didn't do a perfect job. The generator's still in good health. And that's it. That finishes up all the side missions we had before turning in Train to Catch and losing contact with Sanctuary. As I said before, I've already gone to my armory characters and gotten gear for the next level or two beyond what I'm at now. And I'll just be carrying that gear around in my backpack until I reach those levels. That first quit save continue back there put me in that farmhouse basement that had the fast travel machine. And then I came back to Sanctuary. In case you didn't know what was going on with that. The reason I came to do some slots is I was 4 bars of iridium shy of 20, which I needed to do a backpack upgrade. And I cut out some of the playing I had to do to get up there because you've seen it all before. So now I am really and truly ready to turn in this blasted mission. And speaking of blasted, and that is the last we will see of Lieutenant Davis. unfortunate that I'm the only person in town who can push a button on those things there, so they've been waiting for me to show up. Roland got himself trapped. So I've got to take this raw iridium to Lilith to give her the power to do whatever it is she's doing here.
Everything you Vault Hunters have ever done, this is all part of my plan. I'm such a monster.
I've never used this much. You might want to hang on to something.
Now, this is twice she's done this to me. I'm beginning to take this personally.
Man, this is one of them moments.
But I have no choice now but to try to track down wherever Sanctuary is going and beat the shit out of Lilith.
That's the best you got. A flying city. 1 to 2 jumps. Possibly how that makes you think he's got a chance against me. Asylum sucks.
Another adventure awaits. It's funny, those guys there are headed towards the Sanctuary hole. Often wondered where all those bandits down in the hole came from, so I guess that's a clue. And we're not so interested in getting back to Sanctuary that we can't stop and do a couple of random missions. This one is called the Iceman Cometh. It's another one of Scooter's bright ideas. He's going to try to freeze out some bandits by blowing up their heaters. That is sure to work. There's a vault symbol on the other side of this billboard that we're going to take a picture of or touch or whatever it is we do. And as you can see, we've got 2 more vault symbols to go, this one and the one in the place we're going to. And then we will have finished all the challenges for Three Horns Divide. Three Horns Divide. The short drive. I don't know why I'm standing here fighting all these things. Usually I just run up and get the symbol. I don't know why it's turning around. Oh, I see there's on the HUD, there's a little red dot that looks like it's just behind me. I never saw anything. Okay, so you go up this ladder and place your dynamite there, then continue on the direction you were going. And go up the next steps in the direction we were going. And there's the last vault symbol. Challenge complete. The furnaces you're trying to blow up, of course, are represented by those markers on the HUD. So I'm probably twisting and turning around too much or too fast for you to follow exactly where I'm going, but it's pretty easy to find them when you have the markers on the HUD. In fact, this route that I'm taking here is not a route that I have ever taken before to Markham. It seems a little more efficient than what I usually do. And I've just kind of followed the markers on the HUD, so there's a lesson in there somewhere. And that's all the markers. I came running back here, but I think actually you have to be up where that circle is on the HUD, so there they are. I'll just grab some loot while he's doing his thing. And he's finished, so if I can get in the car, I can turn this in back at the Happy Pig Motel. Now we're headed to the fridge. It's amazing how little fighting you really have to do in this game. I used to sit here and try to kill all these bandits while I was still in my vehicle. And that's a lot more fighting right there than I normally do. I usually just turn Death Trap loose and come up here. Guess he finished them off. I'm debating whether to go into this little arena down here. There is a vault symbol that I need to get, but that doesn't mean you have to stay and participate in this brawl. But you can if you want to, and you can repeat it several times. This is almost all the way in the far corner as you enter this arena. And so I stayed and killed the things for one level, and it wasn't very interesting, so I didn't bother to put it into this video. Just come up here and there's a, get up there, vault symbol. Another one across the way, kind of where that, below where that yellow can was. Kind of hard to get in back here, and there it is. Challenge complete. I've got all these guys throwing stuff at me. Once it clears out, I'm just going to run through everything and get into the Highlands Outwash. And that will be it for this video.